Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, to the end of week 65. Bear with me. My voice has been going in and out all day today. So, I'll try and not lose it in the middle of this video. There's your warning.
Good luck.
There's your warning. Didn't tell you before we started filming.
So, does that mean I have to read your shit? If you
No, I'm going to squeak it out.
That's
more,
gonna be
more,
hilarious.
more than a duck with a unibrow holding a green onion.
I see what you did there.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the indie news.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah, indeed.
Kai and Ty.
10. Kai and Ty Dillinger.
Okay, we're gonna string this.
You have the results for ROH TV, correct?
I do indeed.
Let's talk about what happened on ROH.
Indeed.
Yeah. Ty Dillinger. Kai and Ty Dillinger.
All right. So we kicked off. There was a lot of.
I'm still trying to figure out why was indeed with 10 fingers.
That was exclamation. That was just.
Oh.
Fuck it. We're talking about ROH right now. So yeah, this was a lot of build because we've got All-Star Extravaganza next weekend.
That's the extravaganza that has all the stars.
Captain Obvious. So we open up with Red Dragon taking on the House of Truth, Jay Diesel and Donovan Dijak, Mr. Banana Hands.
You almost called him Mr. Banana Hands first.
I did.
That's okay though, because that's an apt nickname because his hands are literally the sizes of banana bunches.
Yes. We had Truth Martini at ringside. We had Jay Lethal at commentary, which happened to be in the corner of Red Dragon. And so throughout the match, Jay Lethal was super paranoid because every time one of them would get out of the ring, they'd walk around the commentator's table. So he had to stand up and watch them as they walked by because he.
Well, yeah, he's got the title matches with both guys.
Yeah, he has to defend both of his titles against both members of Red Dragon at All-Star Extravaganza Night 1. Red Dragon ends
Spoiler if you didn't know that already.
Well, I'm going to be telling you later anyway. So, Red Dragon ends up picking up the win. Bobby Fish gets Jay Diesel in the ankle lock. Donovan Dijak tries punching him in the face to let him go, and he says no.
I called it a spoiler because most people won't see this until Wednesday.
This is true. Stop watching Destination America because you're a week behind. Yeah, so Fish has Diesel in the ankle lock. Dijak punches Fish in the face, trying to break the ankle lock. He says no. We get Kyle O'Reilly jumps in, puts Donovan Dijak in a sleeper hold, which allows Fish to get Jay Diesel to tap out due to the ankle lock. And yeah, Jay Lethal is just super paranoid, and he obviously didn't like seeing Red Dragon get a win over his teammates. So
nope, because that's considered a hug from Lady Momentum.
Thank you, Byron. Then we had Cedric Alexander taking on Dalton Castle with Silas Young on commentary.
A lot of commentary going on.
Yes. Well, because at All-Star Extravaganza, we have Dalton Castle taking on Silas Young.
In the boys to men match.
Yes. If Silas Young wins, he will take the boys and turn them into men. And if Dalton Castle wins... If Dalton Castle wins,
I wonder
Silas
by the time
Young
they're
becomes
done,
a boy.
By the time they're done, if they'll be able to quit Silas.
Oh no. Yeah, Silas Young pretty much talking about all the things that he's gonna make the boys do. Teach them how to change the oil on a car.
I'm sure some of these are inappropriate.
Nah, it was all just man stuff. Learn.
Sounds inappropriate to me. Man stuff.
Well, if you were a man, you'd understand.
Yeah. I don't own a car, yet I've changed oil, spark plugs, tires, air filter.
I have not. But Cedric Alexander and Dalton Castle had a pretty fun match. Dalton Castle just doing all of his usual stuff, trying to mess with Cedric Alexander.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Veda Scott in a hot, polka dot dress. And, yeah.
Veda hot.
Yeah.
That's an issue ever heard she should change her name to.
Yeah.
Veda hot.
So
Shout out to the Bus Girls.
Dalton Castle is actually on the verge of winning.
Of course he is.
He actually
He's Dalton fucking
he
Castle.
hits the deadlift German, which Cedric actually kicks out of. He's setting up for another move, but Silas ends up getting off commentary and pulling the boys off of the apron. They've gotten up and they're fanning off Dalton. Silas pulls them both down, which causes a distraction. Dalton turns around. Cedric rolls him up for the 1-2-3. Dalton ends up chasing Silas Young to the back along with the boys. He actually tried to abduct one of the boys. So, yes. So Dalton Castle, make sure the boys are okay, chases Silas to the back. Then Stokely Hathaway makes his way down to ringside.
Oakley Hathaway.
And he's talking trash. Veda and Cedric are looking at him like, "What are you doing out here? You don't need to be here." This is all a distraction as well because Cedric Alexander turns around right into a spear from Moose.
Yeah, I bet right about now Veda's missing the moose juice. You think she'll ever truce with Moose?
We're moving on. Our main event was the Kingdom with Maria Kanellis taking on War Machine.
The beardy fellows.
This was all War Machine. Like,
Well, they are the large beardy fellows.
because the best part was they did the code of honor at the beginning, and then both Bennett and Taven kicked War Machine. Neither of them sold the kick. They just came right back and
Their
punched
beards
the Kingdom in
absorbed
the
all of it.
face. It was hilarious. The Kingdom got a slight advantage towards the middle of the match.
Because they have 5 o'clock shadows and whatnot.
Sure.
Maybe some goatees. Some mustacheness. But they're not
Mustacheness.
they're not as beardy as War Machine though.
No.
So War Machine's definitely gonna beat them up a lot.
Yeah. So, momentum swerves back for
What do you
War
think Braun
Machine
Strowman
very,
is so
very
strong?
quickly. They start to hit the path of resistance on Taven, and they're getting ready to finish it off with Hansen's leg drop.
Mm-hmm.
But Maria ends up grabbing on Hansen's leg. Like, that would really stop him.
I want to see him still do the leg drop with her holding on as she goes flying
That'd
through
be
the air.
great. That actually causes a distraction. Bennett is able to get back up and ends up hitting Rowe, who he ends up dropping Taven. But this just allows both. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So he drops Taven, and so they start looking at Maria, who is then pulled off the apron by the Young Bucks, which allows War Machine to double chokeslam Bennett and then finish the path of resistance on Taven to pick up the win. Then the KRD actually end up
I thought it would be hilarious if he just never put Taven down the whole time.
he's just
held on to him, and then they did the whole thing where the Young Bucks pull her off, and then he double choke slams Bennett with his other hand,
still holding
holding on to Taven.
No, it didn't quite work out that way. No, the Young Bucks end up getting in and double super kicking Bennett. War Machine's already taken off. KRD come out and beat up the Young Bucks because we do have that triple threat match for the tag team titles at All Star Extravaganza. But
The
that is
Kurd
it.
versus the Bucks.
What?
So the Kurd versus the Bucks versus the Kingdom.
That's it for ROH results. We're going to send it over to Kevin Hawk because you have Absolute Intense Wrestling's Faith No More.
I do. Do you like how I judged my entire take on the Kingdom versus War Machine based solely on their beards?
I didn't pay that much attention because I was trying to read results.
That's why Braun Strowman is so strong.
Because
He's so beardy.
I get it now.
Wyatt family cannot be stopped because of the beardness.
Let's talk about AIW now.
Weirdos with the beardos. Yeah, on the 11th, we had AIW's Faith No More from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland rocks.
A couple show notes prior, Cliff Compton, who was scheduled to appear as Colt Cabana's tag team partner, was not able to make it. Neither was Nick Gage, the scheduled opponent for Hardcore Holly.
Yeah, Cliff was actually pulled from one of this past week's ROH tapings as well. I can't remember who he was supposed to go against, but yeah, I guess his health issues are just keeping him down for the count currently.
You know, better to have Cliff Compton away from the ring and healing than to have Cliff Compton in the ring and risking further potential injury.
Oh, absolutely.
So, get well soon, Cliff Compton. But let's start the results. Alex Daniels defeats Tyler Thomas. Dick Justice defeats Nightmare Freddy via DQ. When Nightmare Freddy brings in a bull rope and reveals that he is none other than Jock Sampson and attacks Dick Justice with a bull rope. We had Eddie Kingston defeat Josh Prohibition.
Nice.
Team 2 Infinity, that's Cheech Hernandez and Colin Delaney. They defeated the team of acquaintances at best, Colt Cabana and Chuck Taylor. That's this guy, Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor's signature right there. Zoom in on that camera with zoom, but nobody behind it to work it.
Yep.
We had this 6-way scramble match for the Intense Championship, where Gregory Iron defeated Davey Vega, Joshua Singh, Eric Ryan, Flip Kendrick, and Frankie Flynn to become the new Intense Champion. We had Hot Sauce Entertainment defeat the Nation of Intoxications, Lucky 13 and Danny Havoc. Athena successfully defended the AIW Women's Championship against Candice LeRae, immediately then held an open challenge which was answered by Heidi Lovelace, who becomes the new AIW Women's Champion by defeating Athena.
AIW Women's Champion and Young Lions Cup.
Yeah. And then we had Hardcore Holly versus new opponent Tim Donst.
Tim fucking Donst.
Who wins,
Instead
by the
of
way.
Nick fucking Gage.
Tim Donst wins against Hardcore Holly via Sunset Flip. And in the main event, Ricky Shane Page successfully defended the Absolute Championship against Ethan Page, Johnny Gargano, and Lewis Linden.
Nice.
Then on the next day, on the 12th, we had that doubleheader from WSU and CZW, starting off with WSU presenting Excellence from Voorhees, New Jersey. Not quite, but close.
WSU presents Bret Hart.
That'd be weird. Bret Hart is on women's wrestling.
Yeah. I think we already had this discussion, but...
Probably. In the opener, Hania defeated Tessa Blanchard. We had Solo Darling and Brittany Blake defeat the team of Veda Scott and Angel Dust. We had Athena defeat Sumi Sakai via DQ due to interference from Hania, which then set up a match later where they're going to go against each other.
Oh.
And then we had Leva Bates successfully defend the Fighting Spirit Championship against Penelope Ford. The Tag Team Championships were successfully defended by Chicks Using Nasty Tactics over the Dollhouse. And Cherry Bomb successfully defended the WSU Women's Championship over Candice LeRae.
Wow.
Candice LeRae, 2 title shots, 2 failed attempts at titles. Jessica Havoc came out and cut a promo, and at the end, Hania defeated Athena via disqualification when the referee got distracted and she pulled the Eddie Guerrero, tossed the chair to Athena.
Classic.
Fame sold, but she's like heel, so she's pissing everybody off by doing this because she's not doing it to be funny. She's doing it to screw somebody over.
I think originally Eddie did that to be a douchebag, but then it was just too funny that we couldn't hate him for it.
Yep, probably. And then later, same day, we had CZW's Down with the Sickness, the show originally slated in memorial of Chris Cash, post his passing. Was opened the show with DJ Hyde. He came out and cut a promo and did talk about the fallen comrades, the fallen brothers in CZW's history, talking about Chris Cash, Brain Damage, Trent Acid, and JC Bailey. Then we had a match that was scheduled just to be Joey Janela versus Leo Rush. And then randomly and excitingly, Caleb Conley and Trevor Lee were both added to this match last second. Joey Janela scores a big win over the 3 opponents.
Very nice.
And then we had, I believe, Dan Barry from Team Tremendous could have been Bill Carr, I'm having a hard time remembering which one of it was, came out and announced that his partner would not be able to appear due to travel restrictions and was replaced with a suitable partner, which would be Candice LeRae.
Well,
So she came out and helped Team Tremendous successfully defend the CZW Tag Team Championships over Tabernacle Team, where she was actually dressed like Bill Carr.
I really hope she got like a junior detective's badge or something.
Yeah, and they had Super Cop Dick Justice in their corner.
I think that'd be great.
We had Greg Excellent defeat Mia Yim in a match that most people said defied their expectations.
Nice.
Joe Gacy and Frankie Picard defeated the Pectoral Poseidon, Rex Lawless, and the CZW Wired Champion Tim Dunst in tag team action. Ohio's for Killers defeated the Dub Boys. Team TV Ready, that's Pepper Parks and Black G's, defeated the team of Sozio and the current CZW champion Matt Tremont.
Wow.
We had David Starr come out and basically start talking trash about JT Dunn. JT Dunn comes out, they start going at it verbally, back and forth. David Starr's basically saying everything he can. He's trying to get Dunn to snap, trying to get Dunn to fight him or whatever. And finally, what it takes is that David Starr makes a crack about JT Dunn's dead mother.
Really, bro?
And that's what ensues, and they brawl to the back.
I'd beat your ass too.
And then we had the Amazing Gulags scheduled to take on Biff Busick and Nick Gage. Surprise if you didn't pay attention to AIW, but Nick Gage was also not able to be at CZW, so he was replaced by yet another legend in the American deathmatch scene, Masada. Despite having a more than capable replacement partner, the Amazing Gulags still pick up a win, with the Gulags, one of them, getting a backslide pin on Biff Busick. And in the main event, the Chris Cash Memorial Ladder match between AR Fox and Speedball Mike Bailey, we had Mike Bailey's Best of the Best trophy hanging above the ring.
Right.
As the prize, which was eventually won out by AR Fox.
Oh, shit. What I find funny about the whole Nick Gage situation, you watched last week's Indie News, we talked about how Nick Gage wasn't even able to show up to his own deathmatch tournament.
Mm-hmm.
The deathmatch tournament winner, Masada, ended
replaced
up replaced him
Yeah.
at the CZW show. So
yeah. So
full circle on that shit.
I'm just going to pretend that tournament was to be his replacement.
All right. Sounds good.
That's a lot of work just to replace him as a tag team partner in one show.
You have to fucking kill yourself so you can replace him on a CZW show.
Moral of the story, kids, don't rob a bank.
If you didn't know before, now you do.
That's what he got arrested for. $3,000. Alright. That's it for results. We got some news.
Yeah, we got a little bit of news.
Not like news, but like he's got some pictures of people's faces.
Yeah, no new names announced for Figures Toy Company, but we do have colored sculpts for both Just Incredible and Brian Myers. You'll see those now. They're...
well, I see it with Brian Myers, but that Just Incredible...
See, I have a feeling that, they're not gonna look exactly like these are still...
prototypes.
Still prototypes. So
I hope they change.
Yeah,
because...
yeah, I mean...
that one... Joey Ryan wasn't that impressive looking.
No, I don't know.
Joey
Ryan to me is
the Mark Briscoe one was like
Mark Briscoe just looks funky anyway. There's no way to change that face.
That's true.
No, like the Joey Ryan I think looks pretty good. There's also a grayscale sculpt of Jim Cornette out there now. I'm actually waiting
for the Blue Meanie too.
I'm waiting for the Blue Meanie to get color because that one looks the best out of all of them I've seen.
The Blue Meanie
that
looks good.
looks like Blue Meanie.
But it's okay because all you have to do is make something that looks like the Violator from Spawn. And that's basically... I'm really surprised they didn't get Blue Meanie to play him.
Oh, he'll play him in the reboot.
All right. Promise?
Sure. Yeah, other than that, nothing really big in the indie world other than the confirmation, I guess. We had a going away party for Biff Busick at the CZW show.
Yeah, the fans definitely showed their appreciation post match. I think it was a little bittersweet to me that at least to me that the actual scheduled match wasn't able to happen.
Yeah.
That his partner had to get switched out. But shit happens.
Yeah.
And they still celebrated with him.
Yeah.
And the same thing, Athena dropping her championship,
right,
so she can go on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
AKA the Wii.
And then we can kind of round it out that Kana has, Triple H tweeted out a picture of the two of them at Full Sail University.
Were they doing this?
No, they were standing there.
They should have been doing this.
She had bright pink hair.
Really?
If we have the photo, we'll put it up right here. And
pink hair.
Her
pink hair and blue pants.
Her name will be Asuka, which is Japanese for future. So very cool. Yeah, we got some big time.
You know what I want to see in the future?
You?
I want to see Kana kick the shit out of Dana Brooke. Just saying.
Make that her debut.
Just saying.
Make that her debut, please.
Just saying. Can we move on now?
Yeah. Sorry. I was just replaying that over and over and over again in my head.
Alright, so we got some upcoming shows.
We do have some upcoming shows.
Starting with the 18th of September. That is a Friday.
It is indeed.
For those of you who don't know. But it is.
This coming Friday.
Shh. It's Friday. It's this Friday. We got AAW's Defining Moment coming to you from Marionette Park, Illinois. Still only those 3 matches that I know of. We got the Heritage Championship between Lewis Linden and Matt Cage. The Falls County Anywhere Tag Team Championship match between Ohio's for Killers and the Hooligans. And Heidi Lovelace versus Allison Kay. Also, we still know that Chris Hero will be returning, and Trevor Lee will be debuting for AAW.
I knew those ones.
And then you have some Ring of Honor stizzle.
Yes, because on September 18th as well, and the
Friday.
19th, we have nights 1 and 2 of All-Star Extravaganza.
Do I have to say it again?
Sure, do it.
It again.
Good job.
It's the extravaganza where all the stars come out to play. And by play, I mean beat each other up in front of an audience.
Yes. Alright, so we have a triple threat tag team title match where the Addiction will defend against the Kingdom and the Young Bucks. We have a no disqualification match between Cedric Alexander and Moose. We have Boys to Men, Dalton Castle versus Silas Young. It's just so much fun to say. We have match 3 of the best of 5 series between ACH and Matt Sydal. We have the Briscoes Open Challenge. They will face any tag team in the world of professional wrestling.
Still predicting Killer Elite Squad.
Maybe. They're facing War Machine in Japan right now for the
right now
tag titles. I think that happens this week, though. Just saying. We also have a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match for the ROH World title with Adam Cole versus Michael Elgin versus Roderick Strong versus AJ Styles. And then we have
that match.
And then we have our championship matches. Jay Lethal pulling double duty. He will defend the TV title against Bobby Fish, and then the world title against Kyle O'Reilly. But that's just night 1. Because then on night 2...
There's a second night? Are you telling me that nights 1 and 2 means there's 2 different nights?
There's 2 different nights. On the 19th, which is a Saturday, only 2 matches announced so far. We have a no-holds-barred match. The issues, Adam Page calling out Jay Briscoe, calling him a coward. He now has to go in a no-holds-barred match against Jay Briscoe. Good luck, Adam Page. And then Watanabe looks to face whomever wins out of Jay Lethal and Bobby Fish for the ROH TV title.
He's cashing in on that #1 contenders match that he won not that long ago.
Indeed. Alright, and then
Ty Dillinger.
That's going to be a thing. Then moving right along on September 25th, the Reloaded Tour heads to Kevin Hawk's favorite place in the world, California,
Pennsylvania.
Where we have Mandy Leon taking on Taylor Hendricks.
Who?
Mandy Leon.
Mandy Leon. She's hot.
Mandy Leon. Yeah.
I watched a match of hers on ROH's YouTube page.
Yeah.
She's not that great in the ring, but man, she's easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
And they actually set this match up because towards the end of the match, Taylor Hendricks came out and watched the finish from the stage.
All right. Yeah, she does the inside ROH, setting up for pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Her and Adam Cole actually did a thing on ROH last night. We also have Michael Elgin taking on Roderick Strong.
Did a thing.
And then in the main event, we have the Briscoes taking on the Young Bucks. And then the
Brisk Bucks.
Then the next night, September 26th, in Lockport, New York.
That's where they lock up all the ports.
We have
Ports
more.
where boats go.
We have
Port
another
line.
Women of Honor match. We have
Whoa.
Veda Scott taking on Cherry Bomb.
I might have to change my pants after that match is over.
And then we have the champion, the world champion, the TV champion, Jay Lethal.
Maybe.
Possibly. As of right now, he is the champion. He will be taking on Stevie Richards. Yeah.
The leader of the BWO.
Hell yeah. Big Stevie Cool.
TNA's resident psychiatrist.
Yeah, we see how well that worked out.
And the guy who replaces every picture of Chris Benoit
Who?
and Batista
Who?
and now Superfly Jimmy Snuka
Who?
on the internet.
I mean, Steven Richards, and
Big Stevie Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got for
Three faces
ROH.
of Steven Richards.
That's all I got for ROH in the month of September. Hug, what do you have?
A lot of upcoming shows.
Upcoming events.
Like on Saturday the 26th, we've got Beyond Wrestling presenting Greatest Rivals Round Robin, aka the Grr. That's going to be from Fet Music in Providence, Rhode Island.
As usual.
And we've got AR Fox versus JT Dunn, not part of the Round Robin. Also not part of the Round Robin, and now I'm guessing potentially could change and or be canceled. David Starr versus Nick Gage.
Yeah, probably.
As we know, Nick Gage now has had a poor track record of being able to participate in shows recently.
Yeah, I guess it really all depends on how long this whole
ordeal
whatever
lasts.
the fuck he's going through. I don't know.
But then also scheduled to happen, we're going to have Biff Busick versus Timothy Thatcher. We're going to have Biff Busick versus Eddie Edwards and Biff Busick versus Drew Gulak. We're going to have Timothy Thatcher versus Eddie Edwards. We're going to have Timothy Thatcher versus Drew Gulak. And we're going to have Eddie Edwards versus Drew Gulak. All that's happening in one show.
6 matches.
Each of these guys is going to be wrestling 3 times.
6 matches. 4 guys. 1 night.
Yeah. And then another match.
Oh yeah, and then
And a possible other match too.
I was just talking about those guys specifically.
And that's up in Providence, Rhode Island. That's in the north side of the East Coast. But if you want to drive yourself down south to Gibsonville, North Carolina, you can watch Chikara. And their show Justice is Blind, with only 1 match scheduled so far. And this is stemming from Battleborn using shady tactics, aka the steel folding chair, in order to advance over Dasher's dugout in King of Trios. We've got Battleborn rematching against Dasher's dugout, but this time, instead of it being the throwbacks in Icarus, it is Icarus, Dasher Hatfield, and Heidi Lovelace.
Oh, why isn't Touchdown there?
I don't know. He was in the promo for this match, and he got Dasher Hatfield a present, a new baseball-themed elbow pad.
Nice.
It looked pretty snazzy too.
Very cool.
And then on the next day, Sunday the 27th, we can go back upwards on that East Coast to Somerville, Massachusetts
That sounds like a lovely place.
for Beyond Wrestling.
Again?
Yep, and this is the Powder Keg. talk about 3 matches. Donovan Dijak versus Andrew Everett. I think that's going to be good. We have the tag team match, The Kingdom with Maria Kanellis versus Chris Hero and JT Dunn, a.k.a. Death by Elbow. And then the dream match for all of them high-flying fans, because we've got Shinron versus Ricochet.
The Puma versus the Dragon.
And again, you know what? If Beyond Wrestling isn't your speed, go back down the East Coast to Norfolk, Virginia to watch Chikara, the Martyr Complex, where we have, well, again, 1 match announced.
Right.
And this is the Campeones de Parejas on the line.
I know this one.
As the Devastation Corporation defends for the 2nd time against NRG.
NRG racking up those points real fast.
Yeah, I think the only team to rack up 2 title matches faster than NRG was 3.0.
Wow.
I don't quote me on that, but I think it's something like that.
I think if it's not them, it would be like the Colony.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
And then we're going to move on to October, because that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
One of my favorite months, because
Halloween.
I love Halloween, because that's costumes, scaring people, and free candy.
Can't go wrong.
So on the 3rd, we got 2 shows from AIW.
Wow.
First, we've got Girls Night Out 16.
Very
This
cool.
is their all-female card. They've got a lot of names announced, no matches, but talking about Allison Kay, Jessica Havoc, Crazy Mary Dobson. They said Athena's going to be there, Veda Scott, Princess Kimberly, a lot of people involved in that one. And then later that day, still in Cleveland, they're going to present Fresh Meat, which the theme looks to be AIW stalwarts, AIW regulars versus the new class coming in from the training facility.
Trainees.
Guys like Kaplan, Frankie Flynn, those guys, Jerry, who have been trained recently by Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, and the rest of the AIW folk.
Very nice.
And then on the 10th and 11th, that's Saturday and Sunday, we've got Shimmer celebrating their 10-year anniversary.
Congratulations,
This is
ladies.
This weekend on the 10th, they're going to be filming Shimmer editions 76 and 77, and on Sunday, 78 and 79.
4.
That's 4 shows. Let me tell you, it's been already months ago when this was announced, and almost from the very beginning, the front row on both nights were sold out almost immediately.
Shimmer's good stuff, man. If you
there
like
are-
ladies wrestling,
There are very limited 2nd and 3rd row seats available if you're interested. I think it's shimmer.blogspot.com, something like
you
that.
can also go to the link in the description. WWN Live.
No, they only do Shine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Forget I said anything.
Yeah, I mean, they might, but yeah, shimmer.blogspot.com or whatever that is. They have a seating chart-ish. It's a picture of the thing, and they explain what the areas are. Try and get your tickets now because they're going fast.
Yeah. And you got
Be there for the biggest birthday party in Shimmer history.
You got about a month till the show happens.
And on the 17th and 18th, that's a Saturday and Sunday as well in October, we have Evolve 49 coming from Queens, New York, and Evolve 50. That's a big one. That means half of 100 shows that Evolve has done from Long Island, New York.
All right.
And then you have one thing on the 23rd.
Yes. All right. So,
Interesting thing.
Yes. We don't talk about them very often, just because they're doing TV tapings that aren't actually on TV. They're involved with the TNA storylines currently, but global.
Asian people.
No. Why? Why would you say that?
I just know you don't talk about Asian people very often.
Global Force Wrestling.
Jarrett?
Yes.
Oh. Southern people.
Jesus. On October 23rd, we'll have their Amped TV tapings from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it sounds like this is going to be
He's just ripping off his own fucking show.
This sounds like it's going to be the finals of all the tournaments that they've been doing for their championships.
Hooray!
No matches are actually announced for the show. There was a few people that were announced, but I'll kind of give you an idea of what matches you could possibly see, because a lot of these matches are semifinals and finals for the championship tournaments. For the tag titles, we have 2 semifinal matches. We have Reno Scum taking on the Bollywood Boys, and then we have the Bullet Clubs, Gallows and Anderson taking on Tees and Sleaze, Joey Ryan and Kenny King.
They're my pick to win.
Just some
If
great,
not them, Reno
some great
Scum.
great names for these tag teams. For the
Luster the Legend.
Yep.
That guy's gonna be a winner in real life.
He's yep. We have the semifinals matches for the Next Gen Championship. We have Kushida taking on Jigsaw, and we have T.J. Perkins taking on Virgil Flynn. I've never heard of that guy. We have the finals for the Women's Championship. We have Amber Gallows taking on Christina Von Eerie.
Who's going against Jigsaw?
Kushida.
Oh.
Be a badass match.
I'm okay. I'm a little bit more interested in watching this show, actually.
You like both those guys.
I do.
And then we have one more semifinal match for the Global Force Wrestling Championship Tournament. Nick Aldis advanced already. He's in the finals.
Magnus.
He will take
FKA.
on the winner of Shelton Benjamin and Eric Young. So those
formerly known as Shelton Benjamin
and Eric Young
and Super Eric.
All those matches are possible matches for the TV tapings on the 23rd.
They'll probably all happen at some point.
Yeah. And if you want some information on Jeff Jarrett, if you don't know who Jeff Jarrett is, how? But he was just recently on this last week's AOW podcast with Colt Cabana. So learn some stuff about Jeff Jarrett. He founded TNA and now he founded GFW. So stop making that face. I know what face you're making. It's the you're don't pay attention to his face. Don't let his judgment on Jeff Jarrett cloud your ability to learn about other wrestlers just because he doesn't like Jeff Jarrett.
It's not that I don't like Jeff Jarrett. It's just that I think Jeff Jarrett needs to knock it the fuck off and stick with one thing and now not try to knock off his ex-company.
Talking about his ex-company, if you want to watch this week's episode of TNA
and
Impact.
People's ex-wives.
Oh, man, really? They're having the winner take all, winner has control of TNA match. It's a lethal lockdown. Team TNA.
Spoiler alert, the losing team takes control.
Really, bro? Team TNA is Drew Galloway, the woman beater, the Wolves.
By the way, having not seen Drew Galloway for a long time, and then seeing him on the PWG preview, he got fucking jacked
Oh, yeah.
up.
He's huge. Yeah. No, he looks completely different.
Yeah, he looks scary now. He's like the Undertaker.
The Undertaker. I like that. Drew Galloway, Bram. The Wolves and Lashley will take on Jeff Jarrett, Chris Masters, Chris Mordetsky, Eric Young, Sanjay Dutt, and Brian Myers. Winner take all. Winner controls TNA. That'll be this week on Impact Wrestling. That's all I've got for upcoming shows. Is that all
We got one more.
Oh, we got one more!
Because
it's top it off.
It's going to be on Sunday, the 25th of October. And this is CZW in association with the Maven Bentley Association, the MBA. That's going to be the Memory Remains. That's going to be a show from Woodbury Heights, New Jersey, where admission is free with a $10 donation to the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do it. Why wouldn't you?
Support Alzheimer's cure research.
You don't support Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Bad thing.
support the research to find a cure for Alzheimer's, a prevention for Alzheimer's.
And watching dudes kill each other.
Yeah, and it's, we know so far they've announced that Matt Tremont is going to be there, Joe Gacy is going to be a part of the show, and then one I thought was interesting, Gran Akuma is going to be on that card as well.
Alright, cool.
That's it.
That's all we got.
It's all good. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe.
Click all them links.
Because we got a whole bunch of links down there to all these great wrestling companies we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Like WWN Live,
ROHWrestling.com,
ChikaraPro.com,
LookMonoFans.com,
AAW.com, I think it's AA Wrestling,
yeah,
as well as AI Wrestling,
yes,
and CZ Wrestling.
and CZ, yes. And then there's below that are links to
ProWrestlingGorilla.com.
Yes.
Don't go to PWG.com because that's the perfect wedding guide.com. I fucking accidentally go to that page at least once a month.
Below that are all of our links where you can get to our Facebook, our Twitters, our Tumblr, our Instagram, our Reddit, and our emails like fanstockwrestling@gmail.com.
What?
And you can talk to this guy over here at Kevin_Hawk636 at hotmail.com.
Bets are starting now. Who's going to win the Dusty Classic? No spoilers. Actually, don't, because if you read the spoilers, you know who's in the finals. So
Yeah, don't stop it.
it's bad actually. So if you've read the spoilers, you can't be part of it.
Yeah, so you don't count. Also,
But you
comments.
over there, you-
Comments down there. Thank you to J1P2K commented on our indie news last week, saying, "Hey, you guys do indie stuff."
We
yeah,
do.
We do indie stuff. This
It's
is
like
indie
in
news.
the title of the video.
Yeah.
Indie news.
So
Yeah, thanks for commenting. Also, yeah, like he said, comment, because we want to talk about you guys. We want to talk about your favorite local independent promotions.
Absolutely.
And help us do so by posting in the comments links to your website, your Facebook, or YouTube, or videos of any kind from that independent promotion you want us to talk about. And guess what? We will give you guys a shout out.
yes. Thanks
Unless
for
you
like-
suck.
Yeah.
We'll still probably give you a shout out, but you won't like it as much.
It'll be a really unfortunate shout out. Thanks for all the people that have been liking
Shout
and
in.
sharing the videos on Tumblr. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the guys that are retweeting the notifications that go out on Twitter. You guys are all awesome. Thanks for the one comment. We appreciate it. All the new likes on the Facebook page. All the people liking our pictures and
I
stuff.
like all the people liking the pictures.
Thank you, people. You guys.
I
are
get
cool
notifications. I get notifications on my Facebook when the page gets liked and when the pictures get liked
people. That's because you can do shit on the page, but you
and when
don't.
the notifications get liked
All them notifications and likes and stuff.
and when the likes get liked.
You can't do that. I've wanted to do that, and you can't do that.
I can't like that. Oh yeah, that'd be neat if you could like that somebody liked stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciated that you appreciated.
You know what? It would just get way out of hand though. I like that you like that. I like that you like that. I like that you like that. We both like this thing.
This thing.
Thanks for watching
bears.
Indie News. This has been episode 65. Hopefully next week. Episode 65. All the rest of the videos are going to be up in the playlist. They're on the other side of Kevin Hawk.
Like Raw Review, Midnight
Smackdown.
Wrap Up, SmackDown Rundown, and
That's
this one?
it. That's it.
This one.
Yeah, that's very a normal week this week. If you want more videos, go to last week. We had
Yeah.
a ton of videos last week. But yeah, next week, episode 66, we're going to get some more Dusty Classic matches.
The devil will show up.
What?
Well, I'm saying week 66 is the best chance we have of the devil showing up on our video because, and I don't want to spoil, but I don't know if we're going to make it to week 666. So I'm trying to call it a favor.
Carry on my wayward son. We'll see you guys next week. Are you seriously going to get us to deal with the devil?
See you next week.